On Wednesday, April 23, 2025, at 12:49 p.m. local time, the bustling city of Istanbul was struck by a powerful earthquake. The quake, measuring a significant 6.2 on the Richter scale, had its epicenter in the Sea of Marmara. This location, the Silivri area, is approximately 80 kilometers west of Istanbul, making it close enough for the city's residents to feel the full force of the tremors. The earthquake's power was immediately evident as buildings swayed and the ground shook beneath people's feet. The epicenter's relatively shallow depth of 6.92 kilometers amplified the impact on the city above. The initial quake was only the beginning, as a series of aftershocks rippled through the region in the hours that followed. These aftershocks, though less powerful than the main earthquake, caused additional anxiety and fear among the city's population. The largest of these aftershocks registered a magnitude of 5.0, a significant tremor in its own right and a stark reminder of the Earth's power. The earthquake and its aftershocks were a stark reminder of the seismic vulnerability of Istanbul. The city, situated precariously close to the North Anatolian fault line, has a long and fraught history with earthquakes. This latest event, though thankfully not as devastating as some in the past, served as a stark reminder of the ever-present risk faced by Istanbul's residents. It also highlighted the need for continued vigilance, preparedness, and investment in earthquake-resistant infrastructure. As the ground shook with terrifying force, panic surged through the streets of Istanbul. People instinctively ran for cover, seeking refuge from falling debris or the terrifying prospect of collapsing buildings. Many poured out of their homes and workplaces, desperate to reach the open safety of streets and parks. The fear was palpable, etched on the faces of men and women, young and old, as they emerged from swaying buildings. Mothers clutched their children tightly, while others frantically tried to contact loved ones, their voices trembling as they shared news of the earthquake. The aftershocks, some strong enough to cause noticeable tremors, only served to amplify the fear and uncertainty. Stories of bravery and selflessness quickly emerged amidst the chaos. Neighbors helped neighbors, checking on the elderly and vulnerable, ensuring everyone had reached safety. Strangers offered comfort and support to those visibly shaken by the experience. The shared experience of the earthquake, though terrifying, seemed to momentarily unite the city's diverse population. The streets, usually bustling with activity, were now filled with a different kind of energy, a mix of fear, uncertainty, and a powerful sense of community. In the aftermath of the earthquake, emergency services sprang into action, tending to the injured and assessing the extent of the damage. Thankfully, there were no reported fatalities, a testament to the relatively short duration of the quake and the somewhat earthquake-resistant design of many newer buildings. However, the panic that ensued did result in injuries. A significant number of people, 151 to be exact, were injured primarily due to falls or from leaping from buildings in terror. These injuries, though unfortunate, were mostly minor, with only a few requiring more serious medical attention. One elderly man, 79 years old, was hospitalized after suffering a fall in his home. In terms of structural damage, the earthquake's impact was relatively limited. One abandoned building, already in a state of disrepair, collapsed in Istanbul's historic Fatih district. This collapse, while concerning, served as a stark reminder of the potential dangers posed by older, less stable structures in earthquake-prone areas. Remarkably, the city's essential services, such as water, electricity, and gas, remained largely unaffected. Public transportation, including the metro and airports, continued to operate normally after a brief safety check. This resilience in the face of a natural disaster was a testament to the city's infrastructure and the rapid response of its dedicated workforce. As the initial shock subsided, the city of Istanbul began the process of recovery and reflection. The government, quick to respond to the crisis, took immediate steps to ensure the safety and well-being of its citizens. Schools, considered potential gathering points for evacuees, were promptly closed for the remainder of the week, providing families with a sense of security and allowing authorities to assess any potential damage to school buildings. Government officials, including President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, closely monitored the situation, issuing public statements urging calm and providing updates on the situation. The Istanbul Governor's Office played a crucial role in disseminating information, releasing regular updates on the number of injured and the extent of the damage. Their efforts were instrumental in preventing the spread of misinformation and maintaining a sense of order. Experts in seismology and disaster management weighed in on the earthquake, offering their analysis and insights. Professor Dr. Hassan Sozbilir, a respected seismologist from Dokuz Eylül University, pointed out the earthquake's location along the North Anatolian Fault, the very same fault line responsible for the devastating 1999 Izmit earthquake that claimed over 17,000 lives in Turkey. While this recent earthquake was significantly smaller than the 1999 disaster, Professor Sozbilir cautioned that it served as a stark reminder of Istanbul's vulnerability to seismic activity. He stressed the importance of continued investment in earthquake preparedness, including strengthening building codes and educating the public on safety measures.